If the neighbors aren't awake yet, they're about to be because it's women's workout time! Get up, baby! Good morning! What's going on? How you guys doing? All right, so it's HIIT cardio today. We've been cracking the legs big time with our past HIIT days, and I thought it was good to put a bunch of cardio in to get that heart rate really up and flying. And if you want to hear something about B12, you stick around at the end of the workout. We'll get through it, and we got some cool stuff to share today. Some really important stuff, actually. So get through the moves, get ready to go. Do your leg swings. If you haven't done them, those are our front to back and our side to side. We'll hold on to something so you don't move around like I was, doing it. First up, leap series. So our leap series, everything is a 2-foot leap, okay? And the first one's leap jump. So you're gonna leap, jump, back pedal, leap jump. Second one's leap burpee, or that's third. Second one's leap double lunge. Leap, you're gonna land, lunge, lunge, back pedal. Next up, leap burpee. You leap, land, burpee. I know, it's going to be exhausting. It's a tough day, but a fun one. Triangle hop is next. So you could start off to the side a little. You're going to hop back. So side, side, back, making a triangle. And when you get to the back, you're going to leap forward. Triangle hop leap. Scissor feet. Little intermission of pure cardio. Quick scissor feet. Calf hop curl, follow that. We'll get the calves activated because they're about to get killed in the ladder series. In a great way. And our ladder series. In, out, scissor. It's a new one. So you're going to go in, out. When you get to the outside, scissor. So again, one goes front, one goes back to center. So in, out, scissor. In, out, scissor. In, out, scissor. All right, in, out, scissor. In, out, skips. So you're in, you're out, skip one, skip one, skip one. Next we'll do the same thing, but out, in, skip. So you're out, then you're in, skip. Out, in, skip. Out, in, skips. After that, we got front backs. So front backs, it's like you're going two ladder boxes and then back one, okay? And then two and then back one. So 2 feet in each one. So it's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Progressively moving forwards. We'll turn around and we'll do it back. That's it for your ladder series. Next up, we got push press. Push, press. Push, scissored feet. Come back to center. Press, scissored feet. All right. Push, press. Big time cardio, baby. Chest taps. You're just chapping your chest. Chest taps. Side kick rotations. Here's a new one. And these are fun. I'm going to tuck in here. So, with side kick rotations, you're going to move slightly to the side each time, okay? So give yourself a little bit of room. Because you're going to kick, pause, kick, okay? So boom, 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 boom. Side kick rotations. And the last series, sprint back series. So if you're new with us, sprint back is when you're here, or however you start, you sprint, back pedal, okay? And we'll do a move first and then do the sprint back for each of these 3. So climb, hop, jump, squat. It's a jump squat burpee. That's the difference between climb, hop, jump squat and a burpee. With a burpee, I find you kind of just hop at the top, but we want to jump, right? So we're in our climb, hop, like that, and then jump, land, sprint, come back, repeat. Climb, hop, jump, squat. This is gonna be brutal. Woo! Tight, wide, thrust hop. So we know our thrust hop. I'll do this part for the sides so you can see. So your legs go tight, wide, tight. You're gonna thrust, hop the legs. When you land, you'll do your sprint back, okay? Tight, wide, thrust, hop, sprint back. And last one on the menu, quick feet, up, down, sprint back. So, quick feet, down, sprint, back pedal, repeat. That's your moves for today. What up, Slash? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. You got about 1 minute, we'll get rocking here. Really make sure you're loose for today because we're about to start jumping everywhere. It's our leap series to start. First up, leap jump. You're going to leap forward and jump. Leap, jump, back pedal. Leap, jump. Leap, lunge, lunge, back pedal. Leap, lunge, lunge. Good job. Now you're gonna leap, burpee, leap, burpee. One more. Yeah. Start to the side. Hop, hop, leap. Back pedal. Start to the other side. Hop, hop, leap. Scissor feet. Oh man. We're feeling it already, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Calf hop curl. Ladder series. In, out, scissor. In, out, skips. In, out, skip. Skip. Skip one. Skip one. Back pedal. Good job. Same thing, but on the inside we're skipping. Out, in, skip. Back pedal. Front backs. Push, press. Push, press. Yeah. Yeah. Chest taps. sensation. Yeah, 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 yeah. Climb high. Jump squat. Sprint back. Yeah. 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 Tight wide, thrust out. Go. Yeah. Woo! Quick feet. Down. Go. Oh man. Woo. Quick feet. Down. Go. Quick feet. The heart is pumping. Ah! Hey man. One down. Ah. A lot of cardio. Man. Yeah, they'll get you. 30 seconds. I got my grip socks on today. Hell yeah. They said online that I could climb on rocks and stuff. That's not true. But I could do this. So. False advertising. Leap. Jump. Yeah. 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 Land, lunge, lunge. Yeah. Now with a burpee. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Triangle. Hop, hop. Leap. Back pedal. Other side. Hop, hop. Leap. Hop, hop. Scissor feet. Yeah. 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 Hip hop curl. Ladder series coming. In out, scissor. Rotating which leg, front or back. In out skips. In out, skip. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Out in. Skip. Again. Front back. One, two, one, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Push press. Test that. Side kick. Other way. Other way. Other way. Yeah. 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 Jump. Go. And back. Again. Yeah. 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 Tight wide plank, Kyle. Down. Go. Oh. Quick feet. Down. Go. Oh man. You guys are doing great. Will, man, 2 down. It's a lot of cardio. Wow. Yeah. Leap, jump, back pedal. Leap, jump. Lunge, lunge. Yeah. Lunge, lunge. Yeah. Now with a burpee. Yeah. Yeah. Off to the side. Hop to the side. Back. Leap. Back pedal. Off to this side. Hop. Hop. Leap. Back pedal. Okay, hop curl straight away. Nice work. And now, scissor, 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 scissor. On your toes. In, out, hop. Skip. Yeah. Skip one. Skip one. Skip one. Going back. Yeah. 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 Out and skip. Yeah. 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 Going back. Yeah. 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 Give me in and out. We're going to switch this one. Going back. Do your chest fast. Side kick. Yeah, 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 yeah. Push, thrust hop. In, out. Quick feet. Quick feet. Down. Go. Again. Quick feet. Down. Go. Nice. 3 down, friends. Oh my God. You should be sweating a lot. Oh man. Have fun. Let's do it. Leap. Jump. Yeah. 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 Lunge. Lunge. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Burpee. Yeah. 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 Off to the side. How? Off to the side. Hop. Leap. Scissor feet. Yeah, pop curl. Last series. Approaching. And out. Skip. 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 Yeah. 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 Out and skip. Yeah. 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 And now scissor next. Back. Yeah. 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 Out. Scissor. In, out, scissor. Yeah. 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 Front, back, 2, back, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, back, going back, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, back, 1, 2, back. Push, press. Excuse me. Push, press, push, press. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice job, guys. Almost done with your fourth circuit. Yeah. Yeah. Chest taps. Jump, sprint back. Yeah. 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 Now with the thrust, hop. Quick feet. Down. Sprint back. Ah. Oh my God. Hey, a healthy fit. Nighttime juice. One more and we'll talk about B12. Man. Yeah. Let's go. One more set, guys. Let's go. Let's finish strong. I'm tired too. We're all tired. Give me your best. Your very best. 4 minutes. Leap. Jump. Leap. Jump. Leap. Jump. Leap. Lunge. Back pedal. Leap. One. Get up there. Get out there. Yeah. Burpee. Yeah. Yeah. Burpee. Yeah. Triangle hop. Leap. Triangle hop. Leap. Scissor feet. Quicker. Quicker. Hip hop curl. Quicker. 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 In out skip. Back. Continue. Out in. Skip. Going back. Yeah. 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 Wide. Scissor. Wide. Scissor. Yeah. 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 2 front, 1 back. Turn around. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. Push, press, push, press, push, press, push, press, push, press, push, press, push, press. Double tap. Let's go. Almost done. Side kick. Yeah, 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 yeah. Climb up. Jump. Sprint back. Yeah. Yeah. Out in. Out. Yeah. Feet down. Go. Quick feet. down, go. Quick feet. Down. Ah. 1 minute, I'll come back talk about B12. Hey, had to gather myself for a second there. Yeah, hi. Oh, thanks, Mom. Mom's your biggest fans, if you guys didn't know. Mine's great. Love her. You're the best. B12 day. It's the last B vitamin we're talking about, right? Where do we always start? RDA, recommended dietary allowance, 2.4 micrograms, my fine feathered friends. And there's no tolerable upper limit. Usually the issue is you're having too little, right? So, for the most part, don't worry about too much. Don't have a copious amount, naturally, like, disclaimer. In terms of what they say about its bioavailability, they say you absorb about 50% of the B12 that you take in from the diet. What's up, Nadia? How you doing, girl? Thanks for coming on. You absorb about 50% of your B12 that you get from the diet, all right? So it means get a good amount of it. And it all comes from animal products, right? Pretty much none comes from plant products. So it's one of those. In terms of aging, so what else was there? If you are, as you age, we'll first start to say, you're at a higher risk for chronic gastritis, right? An atrophic gastritis. An atrophy of the stomach lining due to stomach inflammation caused by either bacteria, Helicobacter pylori. What up, Nash? How you doing, my brother? Helicobacter pylori, or it could be due to a congenital autoimmune condition where it attacks, your body attacks itself, right? And it attacks that stomach lining. Now, since you're at a higher risk, they say people over 51 should be getting more B12 from fortified foods and supplements, so keep that in mind. In terms of functions, production of DNA, fatty acid synthesis as well, maintenance of nerves, and blood cells. And I know when you think of B12 deficiency, a lot of the time we think megaloblastic anemia, right? Naturally. But a big thing and a major point of focus today is going to be the neurological implications of a deficiency of B12 because they're very serious, okay? So what are your causes for deficiency? So common cause, the most common, pernicious anemia. Let's break it down. So pernicious, the etymological or root origin of the word pernicious comes from pernices, the word, the Latin root meaning to ruin, or it's like ruin or destroy, I believe is what it was. And that gives some insight. So ruining or destroying, right? And we know anemia. We've talked about the past few days. What up, Blue Diggy? Thanks for tuning in. We've talked about it for the past few days, and whether it's decreased blood cell count or hemoglobin, right? So with pernicious anemia, what happens? Well, we just talked about chronic gastritis, right? Atrophic gastritis, right? How it could attack your parietal cells of your stomach lining. We said it attacks your stomach lining, and that's where your parietal cells reside. And what is their function? It's to produce intrinsic factor, IF. So what does intrinsic factor do? It carries B12, it transports it, and aids in the absorption of B12. So without intrinsic factor, you're shit out of luck in terms of absorbing your B12, right? So that's the most common cause of B12 deficiency, is pernicious anemia. But some other causes of deficiency, of course, there's other ones. And again, that destruction of your stomach lining could either be from the bacteria Helicobacter pylori specifically, or an autoimmune destruction of it, right? So the congenital variant of genes that cause that autoimmune destruction. So other causes of the deficiency of B12 could be malabsorption in any way, shape, or form. Pretty much comes with things like alcoholism, right? We talk about it every day. If you drink, please keep it in moderation. It's poison you're putting in your body. It prevents the absorption of so many nutrients. It's what up, XZ0R? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing great. Thanks for coming on. So any malabsorptive issue, right? Ileitis, you're talking inflammation of that the small intestine, large intestine, colon inflammation. So we're talking things like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, right? Ileitis type things. And being a vegan or vegetarian puts you at a higher risk because it all comes from animal products, right? So if you're not getting your meat, if you're vegan or vegetarian, please make sure that you're taking proper supplementation. And yeah, I'm glad you don't drink too. It's really bad. You're so funny. Please make sure you're getting proper supplementation in fortified foods and things like that if you are a vegan or a vegetarian, okay? So now complications of this deficiency. So we talked about it'll be reduction of DNA synthesis, right? Fatty acid synthesis, right? Megaloblastic anemia, big blood cell anemia, mega is large, right? Blastic anemia. And pernicious anemia, like we said, is the most common cause of B12 deficiency. But nervous system destruction, and how so? Now, when we talk about B12 deficiency related to the nervous system, mostly we just talk about the central nervous system correlations and that it destroys the dorsal columns. So what are the dorsal columns? Well, for those of you who are new to anatomy and things like that, dorsal, back, ventral, front, towards the belly, right? So dorsal pretty much same as posterior, ventral same as anterior, right? So when we talk about dorsal columns, what do we mean the columns? We mean the part of the spinal cord, okay? So in the back portion of the spinal cord, so our dorsal portion, dorsal column or posterior column, they're synonymous, like we just said. That part sends signals back to your brain, okay? And they're called afferent signals. They're sensory signals. So it's how you sense things, right? Ooh, it's cold, you know? You put your finger on the stove, it's hot, right? You sense the heat, it's coming back. So then it gets to the brain, and what does the brain do? It sends the signal out through the front, through the anterior, the ventral portion of the cord. I want you to think of that to remember, okay? The front goes out. So then you put your finger on that stove, it's hot. The sensory portion told you, it's hot. And that was the afferent, and the efferent motor response is to lift your finger. It makes it move, right? And that comes from the more anterior portions of your cord, right? As a general rule, and just a necessary premise for what we're talking about here. So, posterior column destruction. So what's the problem? It's going to be a problem with sensory things specifically. So, numbness, tingling, right? And in terms of coordination, lost coordination, balance, right? Proprioceptive issues. So a way that we test for dorsal column lesions in the chiropractic community and in general with orthopedic tests, you know, a lot of them, your eyes are closed, right? And you have them do something with their eyes closed to see if when it's closed, if their proprioception's okay. Because it's not based on their vision, right? That they can keep themselves staying. So examples, Romberg's test, right? And they're just standing there, and you try to have them stay there with their eyes closed and see if they can balance. And if they fall over, you know, you're talking posterior column issues. And now severe B12 deficiency over time can lead to dorsal column destruction. If it's a minor deficiency, you really probably won't have many symptoms, but it's an insidious thing, a slow, gradually progressing thing, and that can happen over time, and you will see major issues in your sensory responses, okay? In addition to that, a severe B12 deficiency causes the destruction of myelin because it helps to maintain the myelin sheaths, which surround the axons of your neurons to help transmit efficient and proper signaling between them, right? And so if that's destroyed, you are also going to have peripheral issues. Now, that was all central nervous system, the dorsal column. And like you said, people most of the time talk about that. But also peripheral issues. And you can get muscle weakness and things like that as well. It's really sad. It can lead to dementia, memory loss, neurological destruction, right? So B12 is very important. Get it. So where can I get my B12? Animal products. Think of animal products, animal meats, animal products. A big thing. Yeah, I'm glad you're getting something out of them. Huh? Hell yeah. Hey, what up, Bertha Flores? Thanks for tuning in. Peaceful Gains, how we doing? So animal products. So you're never going to believe these ones in B vitamin week. Liver, shocker. Every damn B vitamin organ meats, right? Liver, fish, eggs, cooked eggs, right? Because you want to denature the avidin protein so it doesn't bind to your biotin and prevent its absorption. Cook those eggs, right? And so those three, beef is one, lamb is one, animal products, right? Milk, dairy milk, right? So as an animal product, and that's a bunch of them, my friends. I hope you got something out of that. And I hope you realize how important that B12 is. So get it, right? And another way that B12 deficiency is something dangerous, right, that can relate to the masking of B12 deficiency that we discussed yesterday is excessive supplementation with folate, B9, right? Because if you they go hand in hand, B9, B12, both involved in megaloblastic anemia like we talked about, right? And if you have a B12 deficiency, it can be masked. Now, the neurological symptoms won't be masked, but they're such an insidious gradual thing that you won't even know you're deficient. So you don't want to have too much B9, right? Too much of anything isn't good. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we're going to hit backpack. Any questions, message me. We'll sum up all the B vitamins tomorrow and their major things and concepts that we've talked about throughout the past 8 days. And we'll see you then. Thanks a lot, you guys. Have a great day.